What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Conjuring 3 video. The movie has been out a week now in the UK and will be out in America on HBO Max this Friday, and it is a superb entry, if not the best entry, into the Conjuring universe. The story follows Arnie Johnson and his possession and future trial for the murder of his landlord based on real life events. Naturally, everyone's favourite paranormal experts, Ed and Lorraine Warren, are on hand to investigate it and prove he was possessed, and that's why he murdered the dude. I have a full breakdown and ending explained of the movie on my channel if you wanted to check that out. But today we will be discussing something which I hinted at in my previous video, and I want to break it out a bit more. We will be discussing how this movie actually connects to the spin-off franchise Annabelle and possibly sets up the Avengers Endgame of the Conjuring universe. This video will have spoilers for the movie, so please do be warned, and if you want to check this out later, then please do add it to your watch later and come back and enjoy it. But if you do stay and enjoy the video, please do consider dropping a like down below and subscribing with notifications on if you want more from us. So the possession of Arnie turns out to be orchestrated by a single occultist who needs 3 victims to complete a curse. The child, Jessica, the lover, Arnie, and the man of God, yes, Ed Warren, to complete a curse for a demon or she will be killed. Now we learn this from a retired priest named Kastner. The Warrens go to visit him after Lorraine finds an occultist omen under the house where Arnie was possessed, and they are told Kastner investigated a group who used similar skull totems years prior. Now, Kastner warns off the Warrens for investigating this as it's powerful and dangerous magic, and the people who practice it are incredibly deranged and will stop at nothing to bring demons to our world. The group he was investigating were called the Disciples of the Ram, who he had helped stop after investigating them. When the group lost their trial, they committed awful acts on the prosecution. However, the Disciples of the Ram have been featured previously in the Conjuring universe, more specifically in the Annabelle spin-off series. The Disciples of the Ram were a cult in the first Annabelle movie whose motives are to pretty much summon demons, and I would imagine, as Kastner put it, cause as much chaos as they possibly can. It's unknown when the cult was founded or who founded it, but we know that Janice, an orphan who is taken over by the demon that inhabited Annabelle, would join them after the events of Annabelle creation, where Annabelle was brought to our world by a grieving family, believing it to be the spirit of their dead daughter, but it was a naughty little demon. Janice was later adopted by a new family, the Higgins, but she would run away and join presumably hippies, but it was actually the Disciples. There she would be involved with horrible acts as the demon is fed power, but she would return to kill her adoptive parents and actually found the Annabelle doll. She would then kill herself in a dark suicide ritual in front of the doll that possessed her previously, and the demon would latch back onto the doll and pretend to be Annabelle and try and steal souls once more. Now, all of the details of this case and the Disciples' artifacts and books were kept at Kastner's home, along with other dark objects that the church deemed too dangerous, much like the Warrens' collection of the occult. This means the occultists were actually inspired by the Disciples of the Ram, as this woman was raised by Kastner but became too interested in the occult items and learned incredible powers and curses, which would mean possibly the cult does still exist out there as they attack the ones who investigated them and prosecuted them. I like to think that the cult is currently being reborn in the background, and that one of this occultist was an agent of that cult once more, and this is possibly leading to an almighty Avengers Endgame, so to speak, of all the characters and villains of the Conjuring universe thus far. Now, I really do like these deep cuts in the franchise, and I love it when movies actually reward long-time fans for watching absolutely everything. Of course, some franchises are a bit long in the tooth, and some possible future franchises don't even get off the ground after the first movie. I'm looking at you, Universal's Dark Universe, which, man, just bring Brendan Fraser back to The Mummy. But this movie did have a deleted post-credits scene, and the director had this to say on it. I'll keep it as a mystery as to what it was, but it may be coming back in another form. Although he did allude to the scene being an expansion of some of the villains and ideas introduced in the film, so I would love to see a Disciples of the Ram movie, and I would like to see, and I did say in my previous video, that this could be the group who have been behind almost everything thus far. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Do click subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us, and I'd love to hear what you think, and let me know what videos you want, and I'll be back. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.